All right, what's up, people? Like to say, what's up to the brothers and sisters, kings and queens out there. Today's show is gonna be on flat Earth versus the globe. First we're gonna start by talking about some of the things that they say about the globe. All right. So let's just get the image of the Earth. First, we're gonna get like what they say about the globe, and then we're gonna break down the myths and fallacies within that. So first, we have the globe. Let's get this blue marble picture. Matter of fact, I got the blue marble picture right here. But let's just look right here. Let's look at the NASA image of the blue marble. What's all right? This is one of the NASA image of Earth, right? This is something that we were given. Like, look at this right here. From 1967 to 2015, right? If y'all think these are real pictures of the planet, we have a whole other problem, right? We never got a real image of the planet with all these satellites and all these missions from 1967 to 2015. Look at this. That's what they give us. All right. Now we're going to. I'm going to keep this image in your head. All this. Like, I got half of my hair. Look at this shit. How the fuck did they do this? Now let's do something else they say. This is all the globe Earth argument. How fast does the Earth spin? If you take a simple Google search as to how fast the planet is going, they would tell you that it's going 1,000 miles per hour. All right. But yet, we don't feel this spin, we don't see this spin, and we can't measure it. All right. I haven't seen any experiments measuring this spin, but let's just bear in mind this is something that they have to tell us. They have to tell us that this is happening, all right? Let's get to another fallacy about, well, better yet, what they say about the globe. All right. Let's get to the distance of the sun. Like how it just pops up like that, you know they're listening. All right. From sun to moon, right? I know this cannot be real.
That's some bullshit right there.
They're saying that from distance from the sun to the earth is 92.6 million miles away. I thought this was just 3 million, but This is what they're saying, right? And I want you to sit back and ask yourself, can you see 92.96, 93 million miles away, essentially? And we're going to get the distance from Earth to Moon. And that's about 238,900 miles away. All right. I'm going to do this kind of slowly because we have to get this out the way. All right. Another thing we can talk about is the formation of the moon. This is something that I honestly can't really explain, but I don't know how did they figure this happened. All right, it says, well, it's a hypothesis, all right. The giant impact hypothesis, sometimes called the big splash of the Theia impact, suggests that the moon formed out of debris left over from a collision between Earth and an astronomical body the size of Mars, right? Now, I want you to ask yourself, before we go into it, why or how can two objects just collide into each other, start spinning, and just make perfect orbs? And let's also get into the travel of the Earth. How does the Earth move through the solar system? How does the solar system move through the galaxy? All right, I have a video here. I hope I don't get a copyright strike for this one. But I'm gonna play this right here. Now I want you to watch this. This is how they say it. We're moving through the galaxy. All right. Forget that thing that you learned in elementary school, high school. This is it. This is what they pumping right now. This is what they pumping up. Earth is, come on, mind you.
Come on, man. Who believe that?
We can talk a little bit.
What? And we moving like that? Everything
Moving like that. Come on. This is the part where we like because like how are you doing this? And they claim to have like real quick. We're moving. We got our solar system moving. Boom. Then we're moving through the galaxy. Then we have like satellites. They say that we have for GPS. Are they moving at the same rate? This is what I want to know. You can believe that the whole planet is moving like this through space with satellites being dragged behind us. We never touch nothing.
Nothing.
We never collide with anything.
And where are we going?
We're just gonna stop this foolishness. All right, we're gonna pause that, right? A major question people ask me is like, why would they lie about this? What are they hiding? Things like that. And when have they ever told the truth? That's what I want to ask people. When? I want y'all to look at this right here and tell me why they lied about this. All right, this is leaving the moon, right? We're gonna get back into the flat Earth, but we need to build on their lies. They say that we fly into space 70,000 kilometers an hour, right? And they was able to do this with the moon landing, right? They broadcast this on all TVs. Everybody's seen this. This is probably why they believe it. But let's look at this real quick.
Stage push. Engine arm is out. Okay, I'm gonna get the pro. 99 proceeded. 3, 2, 1. Ignition. Vector good.
Hold up. Let's go back. Cause this shit is crazy. This is what y'all want to believe, right?
Stage push. Engine arm is out. Okay, I'm gonna get the pro.
Broadcasted all across all of America.
Proceeded. 3, 2, 1. Ignition.
Take off.
Vector good.
How? How they did this? You kidding me? Look at this.
Engine arm is out. Okay, I'm gonna get the pro. 99 proceeded. 2.
The fuck is that? A mountain in the back? What's going on?
Come on, dog. What's going on, man?
Vector good.
This is us leaving the moon.
Wow.
Victor.
Get the fuck out of here.
Now I want the people to tell me why would they lie about this right here. If you can't tell this is fake.
30 seconds. 308 your number. Take up to 1,500 feet. And 8 shot looks good.
Don't worry, I got more for y'all, man. I got more fake space. They go all out for y'all. Why are they lying about the shape of the earth? Why do they lie about any of this stupid shit? For me, the burden of truth is on the people that just told me this since I was in kindergarten. And we never got to experience it. Alright? Look at this shit right here. This is Elon Musk, right? Falcon Heavy, sending his Tesla into the atmosphere. They had a grand spectacle for this one.
Yeah, this is my favorite one right here.
This was too funny, dog.
This is my favorite one.
First, we gotta take it back for y'all. Got the corona.
Regina Hall is this year's host for the BET Awards. It's going to be
Yeah, we gotta have commercial.
It's going to be.
My whole shit could be fucked up because it's commercial right now.
You said we got commercial.
But no, we gotta start from the beginning with this one. Look at this shit.
Back. Yo, started. Ready.
What up? I don't know how that happened, but get back to Falcon Heavy. Should take a while long to load. No, I want y'all to tell me why the fuck they lied about this shit. I ain't asking. Nobody didn't ask me.
We're very excited.
Nobody.
I'm sure you can hear it. To my right, we have a live view of Falcon Heavy at Kennedy Space Center. Falcon Heavy is essentially 3 main rockets all
Number
wrapped
spot where
together,
they really
which means they carry much of the payload not only to Earth orbit, but to the Moon and Mars as well. Falcon 9, Falcon Heavy 2 launch vehicle. The difference is that the first stage in Falcon Heavy is comprised of 3 cores. Falcon 9 has 1. Now, each one of these cores has 9 M1D engines, making for a total of 27 engines.
copyright strike me, but
produce nearly pounds of thrust, which equals 18,747 at takeoff. In fact, the engines are produced so much.
And the second step left tank. Now this is the same method used on the single-core Falcon 9. It just scaled to handle 3 first-stage boosters. Now,
Whatever.
do for the second time a wealth of data for perfecting airplane operation in the
I
future.
gotta see this shit
So,
take off.
Elon is still proceeding nominally. So let's see again on how Falcon Heavy is doing.
We got to see what's going on now. The test flight of Falcon fuel is completely loaded on the second stage.
I know he had probably enough to even watch. I didn't even know what was going on. You know,
Because we're flying back. Pictured by the rotors and a really special passage called an arc. An arc is a 5B
what?
optical stored.
it was way long to watch the whole 2 hour shit. And that's what I said.
He clap on that.
You know, the whole audience and everything out there.
They got the whole.
This is a grand spectacle for this shit. When y'all see this shit, y'all gonna be like, what the fuck?
Like, why they clapping that shit?
Nothing happened.
Vehicles and self-aligning.
Vehicle.
As close as it started.
Yeah, this is too funny. Yo.
What do you
Look hot. But
What do you shells quick?
AS is ready for launch.
I can never resist it.
we should do it.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Think of this shit. Transformers, anyone? Avengers, anyone? Look at this shit. The same studio that did Transformers did this shit. This is some real Disney shit right here. Now, I got a Tesla car in here. They did all this just to launch a Tesla car.
Into space.
Hold on, they did all of this just to launch a Tesla into orbit.
Oh man.
On the history of Saturn V Apollo, returning pad 39A to interplanetary mission. We're getting ready to throttle down to a max fuel.
This right here, I want you to pay very close attention to this shit, because this is when the shit hits the fan. This is when they like, oh, this is what they was talking about. Why the fuck are they lying about this shit? We didn't ask for this shit. They just come out, but NASA does have a budget of what, like 50+ million a day, so I would keep with the lie for that. I ain't gonna lie, I would do that. You pay me 50, I'm lying about anything. But look at this shit, man. All right, people, what's this, people? What the fuck are we looking at right here? What the fuck are these lights right here? What is this shit? You know, try to make, I don't know, put your shit on your highest resolution you can. I don't know how this shit gonna look. Make this shit bigger. The shit can't even make it go full, but oh, alright. Hold up. Oh, look at this, look at this. What?
Nah.
What? Let's do this again. Let's do this again.
What the hell's that?
Let's do this again. Where, you know, this is supposed to be out of space, right? What the fuck is this? Now watch the magic. I don't know what the fuck kind of technology this is. This is not even like green screen. This is some other shit. But look at this shit. Out of fucking space, dog.
Instantly in space.
Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? This shit is supposed to be going, mind you, look how fast this says it's supposed to be going. There's no blur.
Nothing.
Look how fast this shit is going. Perfectly. Like we can see everything clear. This shit look like slow motion. 10,000 kilometers in slow motion.
Center core defect on shutdown.
This is what that tax dollars is going to. We gotta watch this shit one more time. In its entirety. I ain't gonna pause it, but look at this shit. Now, yeah, seeing where we came from. We came from. Oh my god! Let's look at the landing. Let's look at the fucking landing. Y'all tell me. Nah, look at the fucking landing. Look at this shit. This is how shit lands. This shit is going 22,000 miles per hour. Kilometers per hour. And then come to a sudden stop. Why this shit not doing it? This shit going 21 kilometers per hour, right?
And that landing burn has started.
Looking to be on track towards their expected landing
How the fuck this shit stop like that, dogs? Instantly. That shit would have crumbled.
Shit would have incinerated.
Shit would have incinerated. What? Look at this. This shit don't even look like real dust right here, dog. It's going crazy. Why would they lie about this shit? Did they bring the Tesla back on that? I'm not even sure, but we all know that was some bullshit. Yeah, go back, yeah, watch that shit. Yeah, see the links, yeah, see where the shit is at. So we're gonna build on this. Let's talk about these planets. What is this? This is the left off. This is the left off. We get off the left off. All right, now let's look up Mars. NASA image of Mars. Let's take this one, for example. This is the NASA image of Mars. Now, see, this is where you gotta be up to date on shit. Now it has ice on top of it.
That shit look like a fucking filter of the moon.
This is a filter.
That shit look like the moon with a fucking sun.
Good. That ass with ice on top. With a little ice topping.
What? Since when?
Yep. You know this why you gotta be on it.
Since when that shit had Antarctica?
Since when was Antarctica allegedly on top of the moon? When did
that ice cap even exist?
Look at this shit.
If the ice cap is there, that's a lot of craziness.
Let's look at. Now we going somewhere with this, so let's look at Jupiter. Because we gotta show what they showing and what real niggas is actually seeing.
You gotta show what the telescopes is really showing.
Yeah, we're about to see that. This is Jupiter. the gas giant. All right, in the vacuum, we got a gas giant.
Yeah, like
Okay?
that. Chilling. In
Chilling,
place.
spinning.
Spinning, chilling in place, though. This shit is crazy.
Mad moon.
As it moves through space, it's spinning.
Let's go. Let's. I think we might have to show them this shit again.
You might have to show it again.
What's happening? This is what that shit doing.
Yeah.
That shit got what? I don't know how much moons Jupiter got. This shit is crazy. This is what it's doing. This is what everybody doing right now. Nobody sees this.
We don't feel it.
Let me pause this real quick. I gotta tell a story. Let me tell a story. One time, I'm on Instagram. I'm arguing with some nigga about like flat Earth and shit. And then he's like, I'm like, yo, how are pyramids lined up with stars and shit like that? He's like, well, really far back, the North Star was named this shit. Now it's named Polaris. And a few years from now, like a couple thousand years, it's gonna be like another name. It's gonna be some other shit. So I asked the nigga, what we about to get a new Big and Little Dipper too? We about to get a new Orion's Belt and shit. You know, all them shits, like all the whole constellations is following us. Like what how's that working? What was they lining pyramids up with? What was they lining like statues up with? If we doing this, like, but we back at this image, but now we're gonna see what they really look like. This is amateur video. He has nothing to gain from this shit. So,
See that right there?
This is Mars, right?
That's Mars, right?
This shit doesn't even look like something you can land on.
Because that's not what it is. See? That's what niggas, that's the lie too.
You see, we've been told some shit and we just been running with it, and now here's the truth now. Look at Saturn. This shit is alive. This shit is alive, man.
That shit look like light and water.
The shit is wandering stars, right? That's this is what I've heard. Planets, we only got one of those.
It's not even a planet. It's just a plane of existence.
Or you could say that. An infinite plane. Some people be like, oh, show flat Earth. Hold up. Hold up. Just wanna show some pictures and talk about what they say. All right. Now, let's look at this right here. I wonder if I'm sharing this shit too. You can see this X?
Nah.
Alright, can you see now?
Yep.
Alright, now this is a picture that I took, right, of the moon in broad daylight.
About what time was that?
How does this happen while the sun is out? Isn't someone supposed to be having the moon right now?
I'm stuck.
How is this happening? Let's get to, hold up. I think I got another one. Look at this shit. How the fuck, if the moon's supposed to be on one side of the planet, the sun's supposed to be on another side of the planet, how am I getting these images? Talk to me. They be like, oh,
Yo, write that shit to this nigga.
huh?
No, not you.
They be like, oh, the sun shines light off the moon and then it reflects down to the earth. Well, I got plenty of pictures that I took myself of moon having its own light. This is darkness, total darkness right here.
Okay.
The moon has its own light. Look at this shit.
That shit illuminates its own light.
This is
And
the
it has its
moon.
own effect. As the sun has its own light effect, the moon has its own light effect.
There's plants that only bloom in moonlight only.
Yeah.
If it was the same thing, that wouldn't be. It would just bloom in sunlight. Why not? Like everything else. What else we got here? Now we're gonna talk about curvature, right? Does water curve? You know, this is me on the beach, you know. As you can see, this is straight as you could get. Like another beach, far straight line. Me in an airplane, you know, this is a tilt, but this is a straight line. If the Earth was following this would be like a hexagon or some shit. What else we got here? All right, you know, that's it. But we're gonna look at curvature. All right. One second. Give me 1 second. All right, you can see me sharing again.
I see you doing. It's loading something. All right, I see something. I see the beach, the water.
All right, we're gonna look at this so-called curvature. You can watch this little 3-minute video, you know.
Today, measuring the Earth's curvature over water. To measure the curvature, I used my calculator.
And I want you to like and subscribe, leave your comments, all that.
Over at Earth curvature.
And we also on Spotify, Eye3 Radio, we on Pocket Cast, and we on Stitcher. You know, sponsored by Anchor.
.com is 100% accurate. This is 4.5 kilometers, should be 1.6 meters of curve. what we can notice is that it looks like the island is actually below the curvature a little bit. This is, however, because the island is so big. The water you see at the horizon is closer, probably at around 3 kilometers, and the island is behind. There's
Look how far
also
away that
not
shit
as
is.
much as 1.6 meters of curvature. This is about 4 kilometers out to that boat. Should be behind 1.3 meters of curvature. It seems to be sailing along the horizon line. Not much curvature to see there. You see the
Not at
boat
all.
is almost gone when you zoom out. This is even
2
further.
meters. This should be over
Should
6
be
feet.
about 2 meters of curvature
It should be over
out to
6
that
feet.
boat.
We should
The
not see
boat
6 feet of that
itself
boat.
is not more than 2 meters high. It should be behind the curvature. You can even see the spare boat behind and the waves splashing up. There's just very little curvature to see, if any at all.
Where's the curve? You got curve? Got
Again,
curve?
zooming out makes the boat disappear. About the same distance, should be 2 meters of curvature. Nothing visible. Notice the orange buoy floating by. It's on the surface of the water, 0.5 meters tall, fully visible, should be behind the curve. No visible curvature on any of those boats. This is the previous boat passing by.
When you zoom out, your perspective, look, you could barely see them, but now we have
16
technology. And
kilometers
shit is
across
right there.
this town should be behind
16
20 meters of
kilometers.
curvature.
That's what?
Again, it looks like it's
60 feet of curvature.
bit,
That's supposed to be
because
60
the
feet
water
right there.
made them closer and possibly also higher than the water close by.
It's supposed to be 60 feet of curve, but you could look at the shit.
1 kilometer.
Look at this. Look at these birds. Watch when he zoom out.
Curvature,
Look at this shit.
which means you should not be able to see the feet of the ducks, but you can. The ducks are fully visible. There is no curvature.
Alright, so as you can see, there ain't no curve. Where does it bend at? If the world was a ball, right?
A ball.
About his experience of visiting.
Hold on. If the world was a ball, somewhere it would have to be like raining upside down. Somewhere.
Are the penguins upside down?
You know, like how's that working? And then we haven't even had to talk about gravity, right?
The invisible force?
The invisible force that acts on, what does it do? Let's see what gravity does. What does gravity do? Okay, then we're gonna just show you how it ain't doing none of that. Gravity, the force that attracts a body towards the center of the earth or towards any other physical body having mass. All right. The force that attracts a body towards the center. All right, that's a dumb definition, but we're gonna take it. So, and then we have attracting force, downward force. This is what I want to hear. Downward force, pull, weight, heaviness, shit like that. And after, let's say, like, gravity holds down the entire ocean, right? So how can I go to the 99-cent store, buy a balloon, fill it up with helium, and it's just defeating gravity, holding down the entire ocean, that's spinning and flying, that's doing this. Gravity has helped do this shit. This shit right here,
Or gravity.
all gravity. This shit is all gravity, right? 99-cent store balloons, don't give a fuck about none of that.
None of that.
Butterflies.
Oh, you hold planets in place? I don't give a fuck.
Butterflies, they don't give a fuck about that. Birds, they don't give a fuck about that, alright? I want y'all to tell me, right? How the fuck do you land on the Earth? How do you land the plane, right? Alright, the Earth is going 1,000 miles per hour, right? How fast does a plane go? The Earth is going 1,000 miles per hour, right? Planes go about 400 to 575 miles per hour. You tell me, how the fuck can a plane catch up to its destination if it's going twice as fast as it? Tell me. The Earth is going 1,000 miles per hour. A plane can only go 575 miles per hour, 600 miles per hour. How are you catching up to your destination? Like, if we in New York and we going to fucking London and shit is going 1,000 miles per hour, how the fuck is that working? How the fuck do you land a plane on 1,000 miles per hour spinning ball? I want you to think about that. If the Earth is spinning 1,000 miles per hour, right? Why wouldn't we just get helicopters, fly straight up in the air, and just wait for the destination to get to us? Might as well do that, right? It only makes sense. Just let the helicopter just hover up there. Let the shit, come to London, Africa, come in, Africa, Africa, come in.
That's true.
This shit just don't make sense. And I want to say, why would they lie? But I don't know. But when you look this shit up, it don't make sense. If y'all want, y'all can make sense of this shit for me. Like, put me on. Like, how the fuck is that happening? I was arguing with somebody about that, and they said, like, what the fuck? The nigga said, if you're driving in a car, right, and then you have a ball, and then you're throwing the ball up, and it's gonna come right back down. Like, the car could be going 70, and then you're throwing the ball up, and then it could come back down. I said, okay, all right. You thought that was smart. You thought that. You try to compare a fucking enclosed space to a outside atmosphere. If you take that same ball and throw it up in a fucking convertible Corvette, that ball is gonna be left like 10 miles that way. That ball gonna be gone. You're not landing the ball in a moving Corvette in the atmosphere.
Shit's out of there.
That shit is gone. You could do whatever you want in an enclosed trap, whatever. Like, the plane is its own enclosed trap place, but it's inside of open space. We're in space. But I want y'all to see this. This shit is a real interesting video. I don't know how long this shit is. I might. It's only 10 minutes. This is basically the account of some random guy that went to Antarctica, and this is just further proof of the lies. You know, you look up Antarctica and you ain't seeing this. You got to look hard for this one.
This is not the first time I've received a message like this. I've received a few of them. The last reading that I did of it had a terrible sound quality. So I'm going to reread it and see how it sounds. This gentleman is asking for assistance from material scientists in order to validate the sample that he has kept.
Once again, we will be on Spotify, Eye3 Radio. All right, we're on Pocket Cast. We on Stitcher. Like and subscribe.
From his travels, I have seen the ice wall. From email redacted to Flatwater Flat Earth. Hello, my name is David, and I am a witness to the ice wall. Since the unaltered facts described below could be used to ascertain my identity, I have changed certain details to protect against that danger. My background is a bit unusual. I graduated summa cum laude with degrees in economics and population studies, and later earned a Juris Doctorate from an Ivy League school. What does one do with that kind of educational hodgepodge? I worked for a Fortune 500 company where I worked on, later supervised a team responsible for finding economically viable means to move product to and through some of the world's most remote and inhospitable locations. Some of the drops, as we call them, required creative solutions. Barriers.
All right, I'm gonna just skip some of this, but that was, you know, a little introduction to some random guy that just happened to have a job or he's doing some other shit. All right, but we're gonna get to like right here.
I was so grateful for us taking this assignment. Yada yada. He then started a slideshow presentation. Slide 1 read Project Copernicus, the name of our assignment. The slideshow illustrated some of the early days of the project. We were one of 6 teams working under a task force, ultimately under the authority of the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency. He then asked the questions,
look at the moon
why
in the
does
background.
An Antarctic research mission require its personnel to have top secret clearance? Anyone? In what was probably the first indicator that I was the troublemaker of the group, I answered, it doesn't. Tom darted his eyes at me with a bit of surprise in his expression, as though it was crossing his mind that I already knew what was coming next. But he continued, why would the teams working on such an assignment be compartmentalized? Why would its members be chosen individually instead of corporately? What does Antarctic exploration have to do with the security of the United States? Nobody answered. These questions had all crossed our minds, and we expected to eventually get answers, but we didn't expect to get asked those very questions.
Right now, while you're watching this, I want y'all to ask yourselves, why would they lie about the shape of the Earth?
From a man under whom we would be working. The answer, he said with some pause for drama, is that we're not here to explore the Antarctica that you studied in grade school. More pause for drama. I'm sure he was enjoying it. We're here to explore the real Antarctica. Tom flipped to the next slide, a map of a flat Earth. The words, Earth is flat. I laughed. In my mind. Others laughed as well, but I can't say whether I merely projected my amusement on them, or whether they were actually laughing as well. Tom clearly anticipated our reaction. Without a word, he flipped to the next slide. A photo of a battleship alongside an ice wall that dwarfed it by comparison. Next slide, a photo taken from approximately a mile in air, ocean at bottom against the ice wall, followed by an incredible empty vastness that eventually disappeared into darkness. Next came a video. It was a heavily bundled Tom, though a bit younger, walking atop the ice wall where it met the ocean, and narrating his observations. It appeared to be his first visit, later confirmed to be so, and he was expressing the surrealness of his experience. More videos, more pictures, more graphs, data, and explanations. The slideshow ended, and Tom told us that we would be supporting exploration beyond the ice wall. Well, to say that there was a lot of discussion at that point is an understatement. We didn't know if this was a joke or a test, if Tom was just a lunatic, or if we and everyone around us had truly been fooled all of our lives. I had been programmed, and this data did not work within the confines of that program. I had to see it for myself. 2 weeks later, I did. The team traveled by ship. The journey was incredibly long. The days kept getting colder. Eventually, we reached the wall. The first thing that struck me was that it was so irregular in height and shape. The illustrations and videos that Tom showed us seemed to illustrate a uniformity about it, but seeing it in person revealed that this wasn't the case. Some sections of the wall were sloped, while others were not. I would describe some areas to be 2 to 3 times the height of the Washington Monument, while others appeared to be much taller than that. On this particular visit, I did not leave the ship and therefore did not see things from atop the wall, but I can confirm that the wall is gigantic and appears almost infinite. This just scratches the surface of my experience and observations. While 99% of my work was performed from behind a desk, I saw things and learned things that would blow your socks off. The first question is whether the Earth is flat. It is. The second question is whether the world as we know it is surrounded by an ice wall. It is. The third question is what is beyond the ice wall? We have a tiny sliver of the answer to that question, and the little bit that we know is astounding. I've kept this to myself long enough. I'm tired of the lies. Mostly, I'm tired of seeing the wrong people prosper because of those lies. I need help. I want to get this story out, and I need to do so safely. I'm not keen on being locked away for violating my security clearance. I expect to be vulnerable to harassment or harm by private individuals, foreign governments, and probably my own government as well.
Alright, let's pause this real quick. These niggas is over here talking about they went to the moon and back, right? We showed you the way they left the moon, but we have an ice wall on the Earth. They talking about they haven't went beyond it. You hear this shit? Y'all haven't went beyond the ice wall, but talking about y'all went to the moon and back.
Fuck out of here.
With technology, with what? With less technology than the phone that I have now. Like, you gotta be kidding me.
I'm writing this from a laptop that I purchased with cash 2 years ago and haven't used until earlier this week. I'm in a parking lot outside a motel using their free Wi-Fi. I've gone over this message in my mind for years. I thought about posting to YouTube or sending out to media outlets, but I can't get myself into a situation where I've given up my freedom so that a total of 100 people can hear my story and disregard it. I am not a paranoid person, and I do not live my life in fear, but I don't believe in taking unnecessary risks. I knew that I might someday need or want sound evidence to back up my story. Photos can be fake, documents can be forged, witnesses can perjure. I'm not about to let myself be dismissed as a lunatic or a liar. So let me ask you, what would you do? I did something, and it doesn't involve photos. I have verifiable proof of my journey and where it led, but a premature disclosure or a release could undermine my ability to authenticate it. I hope to soon be in a position where I can disclose it. I don't.
Alright, well, y'all get the picture, man. Y'all need to look up this ice wall shit. And we need to get to the bottom of what's beyond that, you know? If y'all can believe this. Like, this guy is a clown.
What was going through your mind? How amazed were you to see your roadster up there with Starman just cruising along the planet? And how long will we be getting live views, do you think, from car?
Listen to what this nigga says. This shit is fucking hilarious, dogs.
Well, I think it looks so ridiculous and impossible. And you can tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly. Like, you have way better CGI usually.
You gotta say that.
Like, what?
Ridiculous and impossible.
What?
The blue planet, and how long will we
You could tell it look. You could tell it's real because it looks so fake. What?
Nothing I ever seen that was real.
I never seen nothing that would look so real and look fake.
What? Like I don't even know.
Tell
I don't know what.
I mean, they. All right, that's like one of those things where they be like, you know, the world spins so fast we don't feel it.
I mean, we don't because it's not.
Where it's really not spinning. We would feel 1,000 miles, like 1,000 miles per hour. That's like half the speed of a bullet. And then going 70,000 miles. Come on, man.
Be getting live views, do you think, from the car?
Well, I think it looks so ridiculous and impossible. And you can tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly.
You even laughing at the audience. Yeah. The audience is laughing. Like,
and,
nigga.
you know, the colors all look kind of weird in space. There's no atmospheric occlusion.
What are you talking
like,
about?
everything looks too crisp. But we didn't really test any of those materials for, you know, is it space hardened or whatever, you know? So it just has the same seats that like normal car has. It's just literally a normal car in space, which I kind of like the absurdity of that. And if you look closely, on the dashboard, there's a tiny roadster with a tiny spaceman.
And the roadster is staying on the dashboard. That little tiny shit.
Roadster. And a friend of mine
staying on the dashboard while traveling 70,000 miles per hour through space.
Like, that'd be cool. Sure. So we did that. I mean, it's kind of silly and fun, but I think that's, you know, silly, fun things are important. And normally for a new rocket, you know, they'd launch like a block of concrete or something like that. I mean, that's so boring.
Be real, everything this nigga saying is like just total like bullshit. He doesn't even know what to say about the shit. Like he's just like making up things. Yo, I think it would move as like a. Yeah, I thought it was gonna move like a cinder block. What are you talking about?
I think that's just the imagery of it is something that's gonna get people excited around the world.
I mean,
and it's still tripping me out. I mean, I'm tripping balls here.
You and me both, Eli. We're both tripping balls here. we gotta do this one more time because the theme. Why would they lie? Who knows? But they're doing it. You know, that's not. I'm not gonna try to figure out why somebody lying. I just need to know the shit is happening. I like that's beyond me. You know, that's above me.
That's above me.
Shit is above me now. But I want to know what the fuck is going on.
And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The fucking audience is louder than the Rockets. The audience, I want to see all these people like this.
These niggas be having like songs and everything, looking like dumbass. Like where we going? We're gonna watch the Rockets take off today.
There's some good nego stuff like that. Another thing I don't know is what the fuck. What are they building these shits out of? Because how the fuck these shits ain't melting out there? Like, but just watch Elon Musk lying ass. Lying at this nigga sounds so stupid. Like, he knew that shit was stupid. He knew that.
What was on for your mind? How amazed were you to see your birth rate squeezing along with the movement, and how long you getting safe from car?
Well, he had a listen about and it's really just a mistake, honestly.
Clown. Alright, but I get a picture, man. Why would they lie beyond me, man? The one thing I would say is these niggas lying. We ain't never gonna go there, but X, is there anything that you want to add? You know, this is part one. We will have another. We will be constantly bashing the globe, like for no reason. Well, just like no. About to close out. It's Eye3 TV, man. Like, subscribe. Cashapp. I'm on Spotify. Eye3 Radio on Spotify. And just take. I just want y'all to like have this image in your head and ask yourself, where can we observe this shit? How they come up with this? Alright, man. Look at the picture. This is